Okay everybody, welcome back to Motor Tic Mastery. My name is Dazz. I hope you're so well wherever you are in the world right now. I'm going to spend a few moments in this video talking about essential oils. And I just had somebody reach out to me yesterday or last night whilst I was sleeping. I looked at my emails this morning and yeah, there's this woman asking me, what essential oils do you recommend for tics? What essential oils do you recommend for somebody whose body is kind of moving abruptly on a regular basis? So I'm going to try and break this down so it kind of makes sense to you on how and why essential oils can support tics, and then I'm going to recommend my favorite. Okay? But it's important to remember as well that there is no one answer here. This is a very personal thing when it comes to oils. So let's begin with why essential oils can support us if we tic. And in short, it's because essential oils brings us back into the present moment. Essential oils provide an opportunity to sort of envelope your being in that state of peace with presence and flavor, and it kind of fills you up in this moment. So it brings you back to the body, it brings you back to the moment, it brings you back into intimate relating to now. In presence, we do not tic. People who tic live a life very much in their mind, not present with the world, but in their mind constantly just thinking, control, thinking, worrying, thinking, controlling, anxiety, thinking, controlling, right? And our body is like doing this. Right, and I'm like exasperating. What's the right word there? I'm making a point here, and it works on subtle levels, of course, much subtler levels than what I just showed you then with that short example. But in short, we use smells because smells connect us directly to some of the oldest parts of our brain, like our ancestry, primordial parts of our reptilian brain, right? The old parts of us that can go, oh, if we just learn to stop and notice. But quite often we're not learning to stop and notice because we are constantly on, because life is constantly on in this hectic world we exist within right now, in these quite extraordinary times to be alive. So essential oils are great. I use them regularly, and essential oils just give me moments throughout the day to just you feel that? To just have a breather, to take a moment to be with the present that exists as a present. If we are ticking, we're not living a life of presence. We are very far away. And I'm not saying that's necessarily a bad thing. In the world we live in, we do need mind to exist quite often. It's a beautiful thing to calculate, to think, to examine, to imagine, to do the works that we do. But if the mind has been turned up to 10, and it's just constant thinking and the body isn't present, we're not with ourselves, then this tic thing can take over our life and then create even more stories on top of just the lack of presence itself, and then you spiral elsewhere. The body becomes unsafe, right? And so the mind doesn't want to be in the body, you don't want to be in the body anymore, and you just keep creating these layers of control which take you further and further away from just being safe and present in reality. So again, oils are superb. I'm just going to grab my oil. So So this is what I'm using now, which is a citrus lime oil, from a company called Nikura. Like, I'm not promoting them. There's no agreement or anything. This is just what I have really enjoyed. I think they're a UK-based firm on Etsy, and I had some really beautiful oils delivered when I was back in the UK a couple of months ago, and they serve me. They serve me because I regularly just spend a little bit of time smelling them throughout the day. That's all. I might pick up this bottle 3 times a day, 4 times a day, put a little bit in my hands, rub my hands together, and just... In fact, I'm going to do it right now. So I've got 2-3 drops. And I just took 3 deep breaths into the essence of this oil. And it's like a little reset button. It's like a little reset button for a deep part of your nervous system. This is how I use oils. Now, there's so many other ways of using oils, right? I mean, some people burn them, so you put them in a little container and then you put a candle underneath, and just naturally those oils just emanate throughout your house throughout the day. I also burn incense, and incense again is great to pique the interest of my nose, right? And the sense which is connected to a deep part of me, which again helps me just come back to me, to the body, to presence. It slows down the mind a bit. That's really all it is. Now again, you have to remember to do it, right? You have to actually do it regularly. You know, there's many stories as well of parents putting essential oils in the bath for their children, not just for tics, but for like just calming them at the end of the day. Like, adults are no different to kids in this regards, right? We need it too. It's just not as obvious sometimes because we get caught up in the regularity of our daily conditions. For this group of people, it's motor tics or vocal tics or Tourette's, and we think that we're caught up in it forever, and like we're stuck with it, and we need to find a medical intervention. Somebody outside me will fix me. No, you have all the capacity to look after and improve your own condition of who you are and what you are in life. That's my core and essential teaching that I've been preaching for years. It really is true. It's true. Nothing outside you knows you better than you. And there might be fancy words that make you think that other people outside of you know what's better for you, and the neurologists have lots of clever words that they say, well, it's something to do with this part of the brain. It's not it. It's not going to heal you. That's not going to give you back your own power and sovereignty to take control of your own body. It's a power-taking and powerless story, thinking that there is something that you can't control. Even if synapses are firing irregularly in the brain, according to some researchers, they're firing because there's a part of you choosing to fire them. It's not a part of you that isn't you. You are doing it. You have capacity to change that. This is so important. This is so important. So, oils are great. Like, so good. Get some oils, you know. It doesn't really matter the brands, you know. Just go to a shop up your local town or high street or wherever you buy, Amazon, I don't know, and just look at the reviews, find one that fits your budget, and just regularly just allow yourself to just feel the beauty of the presence of those flavors, those smells, the essence that can just like radiate through you. Like it's like you're playing again. And by dear God means we need to play more if we tick. Like all the seriousness and controlness and yeah. Okay. I'm going to leave it there today. Yeah, check out my other videos, get some essential oils, and wishing you so well. Oh yeah, a couple of announcements whilst I'm here, why not? Right now I am in the process of starting a men's group, a men's circle, a regular fortnightly group for men to come together on Zoom to connect and to relate and to share our stories and to learn some new tools and techniques and to be in presence together and to offer advice and support each other through some of our challenges right now. And the tick is usually part of this, right? The tick is quite often, if you're watching these videos, it's a part of our life that we know is kind of at the point of like our frustration. But it's just one part of our life, and so in this men's group that I am pulling together right now, we have the opportunity of not only focusing on the tics, but also exploring and sharing other aspects of our life. Our thoughts, our struggles, our emotions, to share, to be heard, to listen, to be less lonely in living with this condition, because this condition can be quite lonely. Yeah, it's like, it's rare that you have somebody else in your life that's also going through something else like this, because there's quite a lot of shame associated with the condition. And so because of that shame, just being with other people who have the tic can blow that shame out the water and like sort of accelerate your healing path exceptionally fast. So I will make sure I put a link below towards the sign-up page for that 3-month fortnightly 2-hour call program if you want to join. Otherwise, if you have some questions, I also offer like 30-minute consultations to have a chat with me to see if I can support you and help you further. I'll put a link to that below. And I also do one-on-one coaching. I have 6 and 8 week packages which allow you to go deeper into CBT with me, cognitive behavioral therapy, but also not only talk therapy, that's a style of talk therapy, but also to practice, to do energy healing and work together, to help you see yourself deeper and better, to learn some tools and practices. I'll give you homework on a regular basis so that you can start taking more ownership over your own direction, your own power, and claiming that you can move through this condition. So, and plus you have the wealth of experience that I offer, which is somebody who's actually been through the condition, which is exceptionally valuable as well. Of course, you'll appreciate and understand that. If this is something you really want to heal, let go of, get rid of, and to start fresh at this new part of your life. Alright guys, guys and girls, wishing you an amazing day wherever you are, and sending my love from Bali. The rain has stopped now, so I can head out and get some lunch. Yeah, I have a new home here, and I'm making Bali my home now. I've been living in and out of Thailand and traveling a lot for many years, but I feel as if now I've kind of, I was seeking and searching so much for answers and stuff, and I feel as if I've learned and embodied so much, and I have so much to share now. I just want to be home somewhere and commit to my gifts of teaching and offering and sharing and guiding. That's at another level to what I'm already doing, of course. Okay, sending my love, and until next time, ciao ciao.